Hello! Haven't seen me in ages, and then all of a sudden 3 videos appear. This is only second, so that gives you a hint that there may be another one to come. So this, Barque Pilsner. There's a QR code for Brewfather. This, and a couple of others, surprisingly came from Big Banana, the legend, Stephen Burton. I really wasn't expecting this, had no idea they were coming, and they just came into post, and wow. Thank you very much, sir. This is much appreciated and very unexpected and very well received. So, Barque Pilsner. I looked on the Brewfather, followed the QR code, went to Brewfather and looked at the recipe. Now, I've never brewed with Barque Pilsner malt. I've never brewed with the Chateau Blanc wheat. I've never brewed with Sladek. I think that's how you pronounce it. Hops. Sladek hops, that's the word. I keep trying to say malt. The Sladek hops. So, in this is 4 kilo of the Weyman Barque Pilsner. Then there is, I think it was 250 grams of the Chateau white wheat. And then the hops were Pearl, Sars and Sladek. Can't remember what sort of combinations they were, but I know it came Pearl first, Sars and Sladek in the recipe that I remember. It finished, I think it finished at 1.005, so I'm imagining it quite dry. Bitterness is IBU was 28, I think, from what I remember. Oh, and he used WHC Labs Einstein. Never used that either. So there's a lot here for me to try and get my head around, try and understand. I used a Bohemian Pilsner water profile, I think. If I read it right. Anyway, so we get it open. I finished work for the week, so for me, although it's Wednesday, wow, Christ, it's Wednesday already. So I can't even remember what we used to call it. It was Thirsty Thursday, Homebrew Wednesday. Wow, it's been so long, I've forgotten it all. So it's got in my German lager glass. Let it open. It's nice and cold. It's been chilled pretty much since the moment I got it. Off the keg, I'm assuming, because I don't think he does anything else these days. Don't think many of us do. I imagine it's going to be amazing. So we'll give it a pour. Look at that. Look at the colour of it and the clarity of it. Wow. You guys. So much better brewers than me these days. So much better. Clarity. Look at it. It's not 100%, I'll give it that. But it's near as damn well be. So I'm assuming this has been left to clear naturally rather than the beer I did previously, the Matt Evans is West Coast, which he'd used gelatin from because he was in a rush and needed it for a homebrew competition. This, I'm assuming, has been naturally left to clear. So it's just got very slight, it's very, very slight hairs. I mean, look, I could see my face through it, so there we go. It smells nice. It smells clean, but it smells almost floral. You know, a real hint of floral there. Just a little touch, not like a big hit of floral. It's not like, I don't know, something like East Kent Goldings, but there's a little floral touch there. Let's try it. Ooh, that's exciting, that, isn't it? Oh, and I imagine with the white wheat, that might have had a little touch of the hairs. Wheat malt doing that for you. I'm assuming that was to try and help give it a bit of a body and head retention. It's starting to get a bit of lace in there. So it's a light carbonation by the look of it. I don't know if I've got one of the. Don't know if this glass is designed to release. It's got little markings at the bottom, but I don't know. I think that's embossed on the bottom rather than in the glass. So it's not designed, I can't remember what you call that, for releasing the carbonation from the liquid into the, to come out of the liquid basically. Yeah, I can't remember. And it's so long since I've done any of this stuff. I've not even brewed. I don't even look at anything these days at all. I don't watch anyone. I kind of walked away from social media. There was basically I went dark. Just walked away from all social media. I kept YouTube just to watch certain things. I didn't watch homebrew. I was more watching cooking and more cooking really. I got really into cooking and eating and restaurant stuff and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of, that was all I was watching for, wow, maybe 4 or 5 months now. Yeah, back to the beer. It's got a, you can certainly taste the hops. I would say I can taste Pearl because I've had Pearl. I know what that tastes like. There's that, not so much the SARS. SARS usually get like a almost like spicy notes. Certainly I do. Almost not so much herbal, but yeah, sort of like a yeah, spicy notes really. Like this, similar to what you get in say like a Stella, Budweiser, not the American one, but the traditional one. That sort of flavour. I don't know what the Sadek's supposed to be like. As I say, I've never brewed with it, never heard of it. Literally just home from work, get some food sorted out for, put a chilli on for tea, do a few jobs, go pick up the youngest on the school run, and then come out and grab a beer. Now I can. Yeah. Malt wise, like I say 28 IBU, but it's reasonably dry because it finished at 1.005. But there's I think that wheat gives a little touch of an edge. It finishes pretty clean, but when I say an edge, sort of like a roundedness. It's not so sharp. It's not a sharp dryness. It's like a smooth dryness, and I think that's with the wheat malt, kind of smooths the edges of it, if it makes sense to you. It certainly doesn't to me, I don't think. It's an absolute, the spot on, I would say, Pilsner. Yeah, definitely. At the end I kind of get the SARS note, that almost that spicy dry finish that you get with the SARS. The initial flavour is almost like a florally, I don't know how to describe it, but very pearl. Yeah, it's almost like a burst of floral initially, but quickly dissipates, and then you get that spicy dry finish that you get with SARS. I don't know what the Sadek does. That might be where the floral's coming from. I know Pearl's supposed to be quite clean, isn't it? And uses bitter in. So it's probably the Sadek then. There's a little touch of something there that I am used to with Pearl. That's also there. There is something with Pearl. It's not just perfectly clean. Not like, say, Magnum. I'll take to waffle about it, aren't I? Malt-wise, God knows. I get a little, yeah, that Barque Pilsner. Do I get much of a? There's a little, it's not very slight. There's no biscuity note, no bready note. Maybe a touch of slight, very slight caramelly note, but it's very, very, very fine. But it's not like you would with. Like a caramel or whatever. There's no caramel, like heavy caramel note. It's a very light touch of something. It's an absolute fucking banger though. 4.3%. I could sit all day in the sun, reading, doing whatever, knocking these back. And I before I realised, and I can't get out of the deck chair, I could have sunk 10 of these and just have to sleep in the deck chair for the rest of the day. Because it's gorgeous. It is. It really is a very good beer. There's a lot going on, and yet it's not busy, if you know what I mean. Oh, I say, do you know what I mean a lot now, aren't I? I mean that, Harry. Yeah, it's kind of busy, but in a gentle way, in that it just tickles little bits of your taste buds all over. So I do have another beer to try, and that'll be in the next video, which I'll probably be doing in about 5 minutes. Oh, I should have done that one first, because this one's clean. It finishes clean. Your palate's clean when you finished it. So I suppose this is good to have now, because the next one is Nectaron Shy Pierre. So there you go. And I'll be doing that and putting that one out after this one. God, I'm going to have to start brewing again, aren't I? Because these beers, especially this, well, I say especially this, because I'm really into lagers these days. If I drink, it's a lager. A Helles, a Barque, whatever. They're lagers. I'm drinking a lot. I'm not doing so many. I've got a little taste for the West Coast as well, the modern West Coast, which is why Ev's Brewery. Matt Evans sent me his West Coast. Plus, I hadn't had Nectaron before. I've never tried Nectaron. That was the first Nectaron. So, Mr. Stephen Burton saw that as well, and obviously sent me his Nectaron with the Shy Pierre. So I'm really excited to see what that one's like. He sent me 2 of those. I've got one to do a video, and then one to just sit back and chill with. Yeah. Anyway, so a little catch up as well now. Otherwise, I'm just going to neck this and then move on to the next beer. So I'll do a little bit of a catch up. So yeah. So I went dark. Came back on. I was on WhatsApp with people that I have the numbers for and such, and very close friends. Went off Messenger. Went off Facebook. Went off. Oh, I haven't been on Twitter for a long time. Not since. God knows, since Musk kind of bought it, dropped off that then. But I did, so that was like last October. So that last video I did will have been October for this. Which was talking about this setup, which I've only used once so far. Which it came out good, but I never did a video on it. Because I still wasn't really up and running back. I mean, why did it go dark? Because I just had enough. Do you know when you sat there and you're on your phone, you just got... I really find social media kind of encroaches steadily on your life until it takes over and you're obsessed with it. I was finding I'd be watching TV and I'd be just on my phone. And with the missus, I'm just on my phone. I said the missus, my wife, Laura. And that was it. There was no focus. I couldn't read a book. Well, partly because I was fucking blind. I got new glasses. I didn't realise that the glasses I'd had on, as a digression, the glasses I'd had, I didn't realise the last prescription I'd done was in 2015. They broke about 3 months ago, and I've finally gone back and got some new ones. It was like, oh, your last prescription was 2015. I was like, no wonder I was struggling. So yeah, I'd stopped reading books because concentration, because I was focused. Didn't have a concentration span at all. Fucking short. Things like TikTok and that just destroys you. The next thing you know, realise you just doom scrolled half an hour of your life away, and you just think, why? For what? So, cut it, stopped it, walked away, realised I was just, it was starting to take over me rather than I was using it. So, stopped it, cut it out. Back now on Messenger, and back here on YouTube, just a little bit for now. See how it goes, doing a couple of videos, and then hopefully I am going to try and brew this week. I really want to. See, I keep picking days, and then things are happening because life's very busy, as we all know. Either rains because I'm outside, or I've got, like I was thinking, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow. No, I can't because it's school sports day tomorrow, and I'll have to go to that because I'm off. Friday, I might be able to on Friday. So we'll see. I've got the water ready. So yes, slowly ticking back up. I'm on Facebook, but I don't use it really. I uploaded the other, and I look every once in a while. But the problem with, say, Facebook is you don't see anything. All the stuff from your friends and that gets lost amongst all that dross that your feed's full of, and you can't get rid of it anymore. You could sit there for days just trying to get rid of it because they just want to just overwhelm you with crap. So that's out the window pretty much. But I'll look now and then. Twitter, don't even bother. And don't use Instagram. I don't use Snapchat. Don't use anything else really. I'll go on YouTube, watch videos like this afternoon when I was doing the chili. I quick look at a few videos whilst I'm cooking, just to check kind of recipe ideas and what I can and can't would like to add in. Would this work? Would that not work? And that. I'm really into my cooking these days. Really, really into it. More so than the brewing. So I could, if I do start the brewing again, I think I'd come at it from a different angle from then, more from the cooking way. I think I would say. Anyway, we'll see how it goes with that kind of thing. But this, I'm feeling it already. Other than that, life's been good. Walking away from everything like that, you just kind of get back to life and you start focusing on life. You forget about what everybody else is doing and focus on what you're doing and things. So life's good. Youngest Thomas, he's really coming on leaps and bounds at the minute. Diabetes is in the background. He's there doing. Monday he plays football. Tuesday after school he does rounders. Wednesday, today is his one day where he do anything. Thursday he does rugby, tag rugby. Friday he's at swimming. Saturday he goes to his what's called the Wish Club. Wish being Whitby Hidden Impairment Support and Help Group. It's just kids who have hidden impairments like diabetes, like autism, deafness, all sorts. There's a vast spectrum of people with all sorts of disorders and stuff, which you don't notice, kind of thing. And he goes there, and they're all kids, and they have a great time for a few hours. He does that on a Saturday. Sunday is probably kind of the one day he doesn't do a lot, but sometimes on a Sunday, every 2 Sundays in a month, there's the option to go to the swimming. They pay for it. I mean, they pay for all sorts of wishes. It's a brilliant charity. Like I said, we went to Beamish last weekend, all paid for by Wish. Football on a Monday is a Wish team. It's a team for Wish, and they're all like the kids that have these impairments. So it's brilliant. It really is. Dylan, the eldest, he's now just finished his 2nd year at uni. He's doing all right, he thinks he's going to get a 2-1-ish. If he pushes himself, he might scrape a first, but he says it's quite the margin between a 2-1 and a first is quite a leap. He says, I think he'd be quite happy with the 2-1, which from Oxford, I think, you can't complain about, can you? He's also really into DJing these days. He's been doing lots of gigs and stuff down in Oxford. Apparently he did the crypt of the old prison in Oxford Prison and a few other places around, and he's really loving that. He's not looking to do law when he finishes now. He doesn't quite know what he wants to do, but yeah, he's happy, and he's got himself a new girlfriend. Got called little Liza. I think she's from Amar. I know she's from Northern Ireland, but I think she's from Amar area. She seemed very nice. I met her when I went to pick him up last to bring him back home, but she was very quiet and like, hi. But I was like, get this done, we'll get that in the car, get sorted, get this, we'll put this there, and I was all like organising. I was at full speed, so I was like bombarding him. Right, do you want that? Does that go that? Does this go that? And she's just like, I'm gonna sit back here, be quiet. And yeah, so understandable really. And then we flew off back up to Whitby. Yeah, Laura, she's doing brilliantly. Her and I, relationship's as best it's ever been. I do think that putting down all that shit, you kind of walk away from it and you can focus again on life and the people you're around, rather than thinking about what people you don't really even know. Even, I mean, take this Big Banana. Don't tell me I do know him. I've met him. We've been out and we've had good times and stuff, but I don't know him. I've never met his wife, never met his kids, never met his family, that sort of thing. You know what I mean? I mean, you have your kind of friendships there, and they are friendships, but you don't really know them. I mean, you don't know. I don't even know Laura at times, or my children. So for me to know someone I only see once in a while and only know through messaging and pictures and posts and stuff is even further apart than that. So yeah. Anyway, there we go. That was a bit deep. It was 21 minutes. I have to say, this is an absolute banger. Thank you, Mr. Big Banana, Stephen Burton. This is, again, an absolute quality beer, and I'm absolutely loving it. I think, on this note, I'm going to finish this, go get the next one, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you in that next one. Cheers!